Interino ad appare dorime, ameno, lancirei, oh, dorime, ameno, oh, mandare in terra, ameno, mirerei, lancirei, oh, ameno.
You've got me. අහර්මන් කුඩේරු රෝතම හෝලනේ එම්මෙන් කොම්බි
මිහාර zaman badal වෙච්චේ ඒ එකුදින් උලෙන් බේනුම් වාගොයි
ज़मानायको इता कमे बदलुव ಮುಂದಾಯಿರುವೆಸ್ ಬೈಂಗ್ ಆದತ ज़मानತ ಕತ್ತೆಮಿಗೆಂದೆ ಕೋಬತ್ತಿ ಏಗೆ ಟ್ರೆಡಿಷನ್ ನಕಿ
Welcome back, guys, to Dhiraagu Supersonic, brought to you by Glitch Gaming. Joining here tonight with you again, it's me, Aksam, as your host, Munis on our commentary, and Yube as our analyst. Guys, we are in our 5th match day, right?
Yeah, it's day 5, finally.
I am losing count because I'm staying up all night thinking about the matches we've seen, because we've got 20 days of Rocket League here
So
in the
much
Maldives.
excitement in only 4 days, right?
I know, like we are about to crown the indisputable Rocket League champion of the entire Maldives during this tourney. This is so exciting. We've got so much to say about it, but before that, let's have a look at our very special sponsors who made this possible. Mando Mus, who has been providing us with a Mus case every night for a lucky draw winner. More on that later. Pizza Bona has been giving us a free pizza as well. Not us, but the lucky draw winner. And Print Club has been providing us with the banners that are on behind us right here. eLife has been providing us with the prize for the MVP of this tourney. More about that. And Gizmo is making me look pretty with the HD webcam that they provided with us as well. And then Dhiraagu, thank you so much for making sure that we are connected as well. All right, guys, as we are about to begin the 5th match day, we've got a lot of really exciting matches lined up for tonight as well. But first of all, Yube, can you please tell us, how does this tourney work, and how does it stand right now?
Well, we're still in the group stage, and currently most of the teams have played 2 matches, and then from every group, the top 2 teams are currently qualified to go to the knockout stage.
Ah, that's true. And how does the knockout stage work? We have a double elimination as well in this tournament?
Yeah, well, double elimination is when like 2 teams, or like every team has like 2 lives. So when they start off, if they lose a match, they would still have 1 more life, and they'll go down to a lower bracket where they'll play against the other teams that went to the lower bracket. So
Alright. So basically we've got 2 chances to make it happen, right?
yeah.
More or less. Okay. Why are they playing in this tourney? Why is everybody participating in something so exciting? Well, it's not just for the fun and games, but there is a hefty prize pool as well. We've got 20,000 rupiah in our prize pool, right? And the first place will get 10,000, second place gets 7,000, and third place gets 3,000. Now, I don't trust my math, but I'm sure that adds up to 20k. And added to that, the MVP of this entire tournament will be enjoying their Rocket League games a lot more with a 32-inch TCL Smart Android TV provided by eLife. These are like just a little bit. This is just a little bit of how everyone has been coming together to make this tournament a success. Already, we've had amazing streams. We've had a few technical issues coming up recently as well, but last night's stream, we were told, was the smoothest ever. And we are trying to keep that standard up. I hope all of our viewers joining us tonight would enjoy what they see, would interact with us a little bit more in the comments. Let us know what you think about the matches. and the lucky draw. Firstly, how you participate is you actually have to type GG in any of the chats or comments. You have to comment GG on any of the streams for Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook, anywhere at all. And each night we choose 2 winners. One of them will get a free assorted muskis from Mandumas, and the other one would get a free pizza from Pizza Bona. Now, the thing about this is that you have to type GG. We will select a winner at the end of the night, and then after that, what's going to happen is you should be reaching out to us on our Facebook page so that we will send you a coupon which you can go and redeem later at the outlet. All right, so that's how the lucky draw works. That's how the tourney works. Let's see what happened last night. Monis, could you give me a little bit of a rundown on how things went last night, the most exciting match day so far?
Alright, so last night was day 4 of Dhiraagu Supersonic, right? And we saw 3 matches go down. The first one was the Baguettes versus Vandal, a Group B match, right? The next one was Technical versus Vector, which was a Group C match. And then we had Group D match where 13 took on Switch Tactics, right? So looking at these three matches, all of them were sweeps, first of all, right? Which is kind of cool. But the first 2 were perfect sweeps, right? The first one, the Baguettes won 3 matches in a row, and they took that one, and that was a very domineering play, you know, like they were controlling the game very effectively. The next one, Vector went up against Technical, and it looked like they were also having not that much of a difficulty with getting the win. The only thing is that they were going for what we call a clean sweep, which means winning 3 matches in a row without conceding any goals. But in the last one, the opponent's Technical managed to score 1 goal in and ruin that streak. However, they still managed to land that perfect sweep, so that's still something pretty good. The next match was 13 versus Switch Tactics, and this is where things got really exciting, right? So this sweep is the beloved, or at least I love it, reverse sweep, right? But 13 had 2 matches won out of 3, and Switch Tactics, they came from behind and won 3 in a row to win the entire match, and it was a sight to behold, really. Like, it was nail biting every single moment of it. I was on the edge of my seat for sure.
Yube, what do you think about what happened last night?
Well, which match are we talking about? The last turn, the first or the second?
Let's talk about the last one. Everybody's excited about the last one.
All right.
I mean, the last one's the one that mattered, to be honest, because the first 2, after like two games, they were like, yeah, they're just gonna sweep this one, like just floor them, right? And the last one, like 13, who came out surprisingly strong, fixed most of their mistakes, and we saw a whole new team playing, right? But then Switch Tactics, as their name implied, they changed their tactics and like started getting the upper hand. And then this one specific player, who we were like, "Oh, this dude's sleeping." He just woke up. I was like, "Nah, like we ain't letting this happen." And then they just reverse switch the whole thing. And then it was like, damn.
Man,
Yeah, that guy just got like supercharged. It was amazing to see.
I felt like he was playing with just one hand at that time, just like having a drink and then doing that. I'm like, okay, maybe I should get back into the game. Guys, do you want to see the highlight reels of last night?
Yeah, I would go with the theory. The theory is in the last 3 matches, Baba Yaga took like the 3 joysticks and he started playing. Yeah, that's the one I'm going with.
Baba Yaga just John Wick the whole match, man. Like he was. I don't know, man. I don't know. With a pencil, that's what I would say. Alright, do we have the highlight reels, guys? Do we have a highlight reel? Let's go with it. Let's watch it.
Pizzata, buona, buona, pizza buona. Visnata, non c'è pizza cagna, pizza buona. Pizzata, buona, buona, pizza buona. Visnata, non c'è pizza cagna, pizza buona. Rahamire, ham gam tu dalla, iraloi bebe, hitu go fadda, banta taza, kam go furala, delivery ni kang avas bulala. Ine sume nueng, hateng nueng. ei male tine fai noe hate noe hulu male pizzata buona pizza buona.
I'm at the edge of my seat even watching those highlights, guys. Like that comeback in the last match.
Yeah.
That was
was-
an That was that was not an annihilation. That was a murder. That was cold-blooded. Like,
I think that was one of the best matches I've seen so far in this tournament, and I can only hope that it gets even better than that.
true, yeah.
It's quite something.
What about you, Juve? What do you think about last night? Like, what do you think about those highlights? Do you think the technical team did a good job in getting the right goals and all of those moments, the right moments that you wanted to see?
I wouldn't say there is the right moments, because all the moments were right last night.
That sounds
might
oddly
be a bit
romantic.
of an exaggeration, but that's how I see the whole thing. Like,
No,
in
man,
one
you're right.
game. Yeah.
So who do we have tonight? What are we expecting to see tonight? Let's see the matches for tonight, yeah? We've got teams that we've seen already because every team has managed to finish a match already. We've got Juice against Clockwise in the first match, and in the second match we've got not STRM, it's Storm versus Legacy Esports, and then we've got TC Chips Fraternity, hopefully they're online, versus MSK. Now, Juice got Yogurt. Guys, Yogurt shouldn't be playing Rocket League. He should be on Ace Combat. I mean, like, with those aerial skills, what do you think? What do you think he's gonna do to Clockwise? Do you think they can stand their ground in this match?
The last time that Clockwise played, they lost in a perfect sweep to TC Chips Lions. And the last time Juice played, they won in a perfect sweep against Duck. But it was a very hard-fought victory, right?
Yeah.
So the chance of a perfect sweep, I think, is not 0. Maybe it's closer to 50 or even more than we'd like to believe. But I'm open to being surprised by Clockwise as well.
Thing about Duck and Juice is that apparently I've been told by my friends who is part of the tourney that that is also a team of pretty veteran players, but mostly casual couch players and casual gamers. You know, and they're still very skillful on the technical side, on the mechanics of the game as well, and positioning and stuff. And Juice, having won that match, and it looked like they were not exactly, how can I say, finding it easy, suggests that that could be a higher caliber than we actually think they are. You know, like from what we've seen so far. And Juice, having won that match, shows that they are just like a much higher caliber than anybody we've seen so far.
Yeah, I do agree with you there. I think we talked about it that night and the night after as well, that is a team that demands a lot of respect, because even though they lost, and even if it was a perfect sweep, it was a very hard-fought, very even, very well-played game, right? So I would say that Dang is definitely a team to keep an eye out for.
So we gotta see what Juice can do against Clockwise. Now, Clockwise is a newbie team, but they don't feel like they're playing this game for the first time. You know, they got their chops. They can do this, and I have a feeling that if they really grind themselves on this, they can actually stand their ground. At least hit a draw. At least a few match points, you know, and to get ahead in the game as well. Maybe park the bus and just go into overtime and just hope for a golden goal, something like that. I think they can do that, but I'm also hoping that they could surprise us. What do you think? Yube, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, I'd say Juice is like one of the top tier teams in the whole tournament, and then like Clockwise kind of on the bottom end, so looking like a clean sweep, but we could be expecting a hard-fought battle by them, even though Juice has the upper hand. So,
all right. So, Monis, Yube, I'm gonna leave you guys with this match again. This is gonna be Juice and Clockwise. All right. So there's a few people that I want to look out for. There's Yogurt. There is Ruff, I think, as well, on the side of Juice, and then on the other end we've got the whole team of Clockwise, a full team, where Green Vortex had stood out in the first match that they played, and I feel like maybe he could be someone who could carry this team as well. So guys, have fun. I'll be taking notes on my end. We're watching the match here live. Everybody who's on the stream right now, please enjoy yourselves. Say GG in the chat to be part of the lucky draw, and let's see what this night is all about. Have fun, guys.
All right, so I guess it falls on to us to begin the game. Welcome everybody. Tonight we're gonna. This is day 5 of Dhiraagu Supersonic, and we'll be seeing Juice take on CLOCKWISE, which is a Group A match. So before we begin, hey, we don't have time for that. Looks like the game's on. So 5 minutes on the clock, and we have kickoff. Pumas. Juice this time in the blue and CLOCKWISE in the orange. Oh, look at that! Juice scored already? What? It is less than a minute and Juice already have their first goal, and it was Yogurt. Look at you,
I wouldn't
just
give
sneaking one in there.
all of the credits to Yogurt. The Pumas from the kickoff creeped into the ball and just kept it on that side as a setup for Yogurt, and he just came in, you know, he was expecting that.
Ooh, near miss, what the heck? And yet, again, this Yogurt scores, but that was definitely Hummus's goal. But what a weird stroke of luck, huh? And yeah, less than 10 seconds after the last goal, we have another goal. I think we might actually see the most number of goals scored so far in the tournament. Currently, the record is, let me take a look at my notes, 9 last night as of the Baguettes versus Wandel. So if Juice can score higher than that, that'll be something to behold. 4 minutes, 30 seconds and counting, and look at that! CLOCKWISE scores! That was loose. Nicely done, my guy. What do you think of this goal?
Well, Juice kind of considered the goal because the third man was kind of creeping towards the ball. He left his post wide open. So, I mean, Juice then it upgrade the rotations. But, I mean, they can be comfortable in this match.
Oh, look at that! Yogurt scores again. What a goal. Let's talk about this one now. Nice setup there and nice teamwork. What do you think of this one?
Yeah, I mean, it's just Hummus and Yogurt doing their thing.
It almost feels like a direct answer to them, like, hey, you think you can score? Oh my god! Rap scores! What the heck? That was like less than 10 seconds after kickoff. And I like how Yogurt just held the ball in the middle there. What do you think, Yube?
Well, the ball just, you know, from there it was luck mostly on it ending up in the middle of the field. But the second man from Juice was ready for that.
Oh! Everybody missed the ball and CLOCKWISE made an attack. Sorry to interrupt you there. Something weird happened. Carry on. So it was luck that the ball stayed in the middle.
Yeah, but Juice tried to predict that, and the second man creeped up in the ball and then hit it towards the goal, which, you know, led the CLOCKWISE to, you know, concede it. And
another goal, and now it's 5-1 for Juice. This is a thrashing. Hey, it's not a clean sweep anymore, but it could still be a perfect sweep.
So we don't even get time to talk about the goals because it's just coming in one after the other.
I know, right? And we still have just under 4 minutes to go. What am I what am I even gonna think, you know? What is this final score even gonna be? I can't predict this. Kayan. Pumas taking the ball forward, trying to create something. Ooh, double commit on Juice's side, preventing a goal. There wasn't even a defender.
Kind of greedy from both of them.
Yeah, it's like, nah, I want to score. Nah, I want to score. It's okay. You can both score. Raf. Wonder if CLOCKWISE are going to be able to score another goal. Oh, stolen away by Juice. Yogurt now. Patiently waiting for the ball, trying to get the tap on it, control it, take it towards the CLOCKWISE side of the pitch. His teammate sends it towards the goal, and look at that! It says Yogurt scores, but I couldn't follow that very well. Okay. Ooh, Raf set it up. Yogurt knocked it in. What do you think of that one, Yube? It's now 6-1.
I like how the setup was made air, so the enemy team really couldn't react to that one.
It was kind of like a high five.
Yeah,
right?
Hey, Raf just brought the ball in.
Oh, Yogurt controlling the ball in front of the goal. Come on, what are you doing, man? That's just showing off. Near miss. Sorry, go on.
Well, as I was just saying, this is like very high level of setup and shots from like everyone.
Juice, definitely one of the teams to look out for in this tournament. Clockwise are just struggling to keep up right now. Raph trying to clear the ball, I think, but very slowly with a lot of control. And the ball just goes flying towards the clockwise side of the pitch, hitting that backboard. Kyan goes for it, misses. Yogurt now once again trying to mount an attack. Now it's Humus. He missed the ball that time. Are these guys just comfortably settling in at 6-1, or do they want to break the record? I guess we'll see. Less than 2 minutes and counting. Luth now with the ball for Clockwise, taking it towards the Juice side before it was stolen away. Raph with a near miss. Another opportunity lost, but still, it's a lot of shooting going on towards the Clockwise goal. Can't deny that one. Raph, oh, nicely defended by Clockwise. Yube, lot going on. You want to chime in with any of your thoughts?
Well, all I'm saying
Oh,
is
Huma scores! 7-1. Okay, please go on ahead.
I mean, Juice is like really comfortable, and then they're just controlling the pace, the ball, wherever it lands. And Clockwise having a hard time keeping up, I guess.
Very one-sided at the moment, right? Raph sending it towards the goal. Oh, what a near miss! That could have been a goal. Yogurt now. Humus sending the ball towards the goal, hits the backboard, and ooh, near miss. That could have been another goal. Now I'm just keen to see how many goals this team can score. I'm still hoping to see the highest. Oh, look at that! It's Green Vortex from Clockwise trying to create an opportunity. Anyway, as I was saying, I wanted to see how high these guys can take the score. 1 minute remaining, and we are already at 8-1 for Juice.
Raph with a wall shot and a freestyle.
Amazing. They're one goal away from at least tying with the top score of the tournament so far. But I want to see it go even higher.
I mean, the Baguettes did it without, conceding any goal from their side.
Which is, of course, very impressive. Oh, nice defending by Juice there. Green Vortex. The ball stolen away by Juice. Less than a minute on the clock, and we're still going at it. 30 seconds remain. A ball dangerously close to the Clockwise side. They're trying to clear it, but I don't know if it's gonna work. Juice now sending it back. Yogurt sending it forward into the Clockwise side. Just dribbling casually from one boost to the other. 14 seconds on the clock, and oh, near attempt. That was a very good attempt there by Yogurt. Another attempt by Humus. Less than 3 seconds remain, and could this be another goal? Oh, near miss. And the winner is Juice. Wow. Okay, Yube, now that we're at the end of it, how about you give sum up your thoughts? Let's take a look at these stats.
I mean, looking at the stats, you'd think this really scales up the team as to how well they did against Juice. We thought, they're like a mediocre team, but you need to realize Juice is like top tier, and then they did very well, and now you can see how much of a thrashing they can give to a team that's not prepared.
Very true, and it's also worth noting that Yogurt seems to be a Season 12 Grand Champion, so that's something that's definitely very interesting. So Clockwise now are taking on a Grand Champion, so what do you think, Yube? What do you think Clockwise can do right now to at least mitigate the onslaught that Juice are delivering them?
I feel like they should mostly just attempt to get the balls in the aerial, more like I feel like they're giving up every time the ball's in the air. They're like, yeah, Yogurt's gonna get it, or Rap's gonna get it. But they should also make attempts, even though like the goal might be open. Always rely on your teammate and, take the shots, or else you'll just miss every one of them.
Absolutely, so, and besides, you can also kind of disrupt the other team while you're up there, right?
Yeah, I mean, like most of the times they're in the aerials, so I would say they need to like kind of take the boosts away from Juice. That could be a tactic. I mean, they rely mostly on aerials. So
Yeah, you can see it. The setups in the air, the payoffs in the air. It's all up in the air. And it's just a joy to witness Juice playing so freely and ferociously. And I think we're about to start the next game in this match, Juice versus Clockwise. This is yeah. Right. Just to remind everybody, this is Dhiraagu Supersonic, and you're watching day 5 out of 20, right? So we're actually at a bit of a milestone right now, and this is a Group A match between Juice and Clockwise. And Juice in their last match against the managed to get a perfect sweep, but it was a very hard-fought match where the total score wasn't very high, which just is, as Yube said, a testament to how good that is when it comes to playing Rocket League. Maybe they just need to improve their teamwork by playing together a little bit more. But on the other hand, we have Clockwise, who faced TC Chips Lions and lost with a perfect sweep. 3 losses in a row. And so these two teams are coming together, and it feels like the ending is almost, visible from the very start. But I still want to believe that Clockwise can show us some surprises and do some cool stuff. That being said, 5 minutes on the clock, and we have kickoff.
Even though it's really we know who's gonna win, I'd like to see how they win. It's Juice, and they can bring anything to the table, like crazy goals, aerials, dribbles.
You gotta admit, that was some really good defending there by Clockwise.
Yeah, I'd agree. I mean,
they really worked hard. Oh, look at that. What a near miss. That could have been something, but Clockwise had luck on their side. Kayan now sending the ball forward. But it's been sent backwards, and now it's Yogurt. He's just like, nope, can't deny me my goals. My man needs the goals. And we have the first goal for game 2 of Juice versus Clockwise. 4 minutes 10 seconds, which took longer than last time, so maybe it's progress, you know? Clockwise are definitely playing a lot better than the last time. Yogurt now going for the ball, sending it towards the goal. What's gonna happen? No one knows. Yogurt once again.
Laid back everybody from Juice team is.
Yeah, you can tell that they're not really pressed. They're just having fun. Raph now just slowly picking up boosts and sending the ball forward towards Yogurt, who I don't think quite got the touch that he wanted. Raph once again chasing the ball ferociously. Clockwise desperately trying to clear it, but Humas just sends it rushing forward. And ball bounces off the backboard, and Raph scores! That's the second goal. I'm noticing that there's a lot of a bigger spacing between the goals now, which implies that Clockwise is putting up a better defense. Wouldn't you say so?
Yeah, it does imply that, or maybe Juice is just trying some new stuff. But I'd give it to Clockwise, even though they're a fairly new team. They're trying their best against one of the top tier teams, I would say. And as you mentioned before, Yogurt is one of the highest ranking Maldivian players here, so you gotta hand it to them. They're brave, really brave, taking them on.
Absolutely. This is some of the highest level Rocket League I guess you could find in this tournament if you look at their ranks alone. So the fact that Clockwise is putting up this much of a fight, I think it just speaks towards the fact that they have a lot of potential. Oh, so much going on, passing from one person to the other Humas now. That was a brave attempt just now by Clockwise, but Juice still unrelenting. Another attack, and another, and another. Humas with another attack.
Has nothing to lose, so they should try whatever crazy strategy that comes to their mind right now.
Absolutely. They should completely go wild, I think. I mean, even perhaps 13's strategy of attack might be better than, just, waiting for them to just slam into your backboard the way that they're doing right now. Raph. Ball deep inside the Juice side of the pitch, but Clockwise couldn't get a foothold there, and Raph brings it all the way back. Another attempt. How many times has this ball gone near this goal? And hey, the score's still 2-0, which is pretty good, right? yogurt.
Yeah, I mean, Clockwise
Stolen
doing
away
really
by
well
Luke.
with the defense, and Juice still really comfortable. You know, they're trying. I feel like they're just trying new things here. Like, what was that?
Ooh, look at that for Humus. Just sent the ball up in the air, went up in the air himself, sent it flying into the backboard, and he was there to receive the bounce back, and he just sent it into the goal. That was beautiful. 1 minute 51 seconds, and it's 3-0. What do you think of that
the
goal?
defense for Clockwise is a lot better, but Humus out here, I don't know, like, he's just showing off at this point with whatever he's doing.
Yeah, they certainly do make it look easy, don't they? How effortless it is. Oh, Rap scores! My goodness, what a goal. Just creates the opportunity off the wall, up onto the ceiling, just scrapes it barely and bounces neatly into the goal, finding that empty spot there. Wow. These guys are just on fire.
I mean, Clockwise have improved so much from the other game, but mechanics-wise and aerial levels are like too different from Juice. So that's why most of the time they can't keep up, and you know, you're saying what we're saying, like goals, insane goals to be honest. Like they shoot it from way over there.
You spoke too soon, and we have the 5th goal by Juice. What a goal. Wow, just look at that. You're right, these are insane goals. They're just throwing caution to the wind and just having fun right now. 1 minute 13 seconds remain. This is looking to be another win for Juice. I don't think that Clockwise can do much other than make sure that it's not a clean win. Ooh, Huma scores again. That was what, 6? My goodness, look at this. What can you even say to that? One minute, 2 seconds on the clock, and we have kickoff. Ooh, Clockwise sending the ball deep into the Juice side of the pitch with 1 minute remaining, but I think it's been cleared. Sorry, Kyan, better luck next time. No, it's back. Green Vortex going after the ball, but Juice just sending it away. Green Vortex manages to steal the ball, but could not keep it. Raft now, trying to make an attack, but was blocked. Ooh, Huma scores! And now the score is 7-0 with 37 seconds on the clock. Could they go all the way up to 9? I'm hoping, but I don't really know. I mean, to score 2 more goals in just above 30 seconds, just under 40 seconds. That's a lot to ask for, but if anybody can do it, right? Alright, we have to kickoff once again.
10 goals at this point.
Just to see if it could happen, right?
Yeah, only Juice can.
Ooh, Rap scores goal number 8 with 25 seconds remaining. Come on, you guys can do this. I want to see 10 goals too. At this point, I'm just in it to see how high that score can go. Clockwise, you guys are doing the best that you can. You have a lot to be proud of, but for now, I'm in it for the score. I apologize. Alright, we have kickoff once again. Green Vortex with a crucial miss there. Ooh, and Huma scores, bringing the score up to 9. What? 19 seconds remaining. I think we could see 10 goals. I definitely think that the opportunity
that was a
exists.
nasty demo from Juice's side. Like, the third man did not see that demo coming.
Oh man, that was just wild, and I love it. Alright, kickoff once again. 14 seconds and counting. Another attack. Oh, nicely defended. Less than 10 seconds. Can they do it? Can they do it? Oh, the ball's so close. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh no. Oh no. The ball's still alive though. It's still alive. What? Oh no. Oh my god. We gotta get goal number 10. Come on. Oh yes. Yes. There you go. Juice with goal number 10. My god. What do you even say to that? That is everything I could have hoped for. The highest goal scoring so far, and 0 minutes, 0 seconds. I'm just so happy. Yuba, please, why don't you take over? I don't think I can words anymore.
I can't words either. I mean, that last goal from 0 minutes to 0 seconds, and It's weird how at the beginning of the match, Clockwise had this solid defense, and then Juice was like, "Yeah, we're not gonna let that happen." And they kind of focused on pumping into the cars and making room for the other players to score. Almost everybody has like more than 5 shots. They all
Yeah,
were attacking.
Yogurt has nine shots. What? I'm just overflowing with hype right now. That was Juice versus Clockwise, match 2 of possibly 5, more likely 3. But still, Clockwise now have to go back into the arena after all of that. So, any advice, any thoughts, anything that they can do at this point? Because it just looks like it's about damage control at this point. What do you think?
Well, I would say the skill level is like the gap is really big, but I feel like Clockwise should take this opportunity to like play around a bit, try new things. I mean, and also learn from the enemy team because they're doing some insane shit here and there.
These guys are just off the hook right now, and we have 5 more minutes of that. So, with 5 minutes on the clock, here we have kickoff. Pumas. Raf with the first goal, less than 10 seconds in. You know what? If they're able to beat 10 goals for this match and just beat their own record, Juice will officially become my favorites to win this tournament. I'm just gonna say that. Like, if they're able to pull off something
They look like the
that
team who will go to
audacious.
the finals.
Yeah, this seems to be like championship kind of material play, right?
Yeah, I mean the passes happen in mid-air and the insane reaction when it comes to the ball when it's in the air.
Very true. And did you see Clockwise has started kind of slowly venturing up into the air to challenge them there. So that's very nice to see. That is exactly what you were talking about just now. Whether they win or lose, just being up there to challenge them, like you miss all the shots you don't hit, right? So it's nice to see them actually getting out of their comfort zone. Oh, look at that. Nice block there by Luz. But I don't know if it'll be enough. And... oh!
Whoa.
Defended away by Clockwise. Nicely done. That was just some good playing. Raf now trying to make a goal happen, but the defenders have a lot to say about it. Loot trying to clear the ball, and he successfully does, sending it deep into the Juice side of the pitch. But of course, who's waiting but Yogurt? And the Jaws theme starts playing. The Yogurt starts taking the ball forward towards the goal. Oh, what's gonna happen now? Humas now on the other side receiving it, sending it back. Raf eyes the ball, picks up the boost as Clockwise tries to clear. But Yogurt's on the other side waiting for it. But I think it's his teammate that got it that time. It's okay. Humas. Closely followed by Clockwise. Yogurt still going all over the place trying to get that ball, and he does. Makes an attempt on the goal, but it's defended away by Clockwise. They are doing a lot right now to prevent more goals from happening. It's 1 minute, it's 1 goal, 1-0, and it's, still 3 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock. That's a lot,
Yeah, sorry about
that. That's a lot of improvement, right, compared to before.
I mean, as you can see, they're trying more to react to the ball, and you can already see the improvement from Clockwise's side. And
yeah, within the match itself, they are very much progressing, and it's only through Juice's tenacity and their unrelenting attacks that they're able to score. 2-0, 2 minutes 57 seconds. They're still winning, but the win looks a lot less impressive now that Clockwise has started to improve their skills. It's like, getting a power boost just at the right second, at the last possible moment. Alright, another set of attacks towards the Clockwise side of the pitch. They're desperately trying to clear that one. Green Vortex trying to clear it, but it was sent back by Juice. Green Vortex is still trying to get the ball away, but a double commit by his own teammate resulted in a collision. Humas sending the ball towards the goal off the backboard, and Yogurt nicely, gently just nudges it, and take a look at that. I wonder if he was trying to go for it himself, but Yogurt was just like, yeah, I'll pick it up after you, bro. But anyway, 3-0. Yube, any thoughts on how things have progressed?
seeing significant significant improvement from Clockwise's rotation, and mostly the like I would say the attack on their side, and Juice kind of letting it happen. It looks like that.
Bert, look at that. Raph setting it up from all the way over there. Both of his teammates. It could have been either one of them, really. I think Yogurt just depth first. 2 minutes 12 seconds on the clock. 4-0 is the score, and we have kickoff. I wonder if they're gonna be able to beat their own record, but I'm not so sure.
I don't think Clockwise is gonna let that happen.
Yeah, they seem to be putting up a lot better of a fight. They're not conceding goals so easily. Ooh, nice defending and a little bit of luck as well. And Luth there, right place, right time. Sending the ball deep into the side of Juice, but unfortunately he could not seal the deal. Yogurt now sending the ball towards the goal, and he scores! Whoa. That was, I mean, I can't even bring myself to be excited anymore. It's just expected. Look at that. He's off the wall. Literally. Yube, 1 minute, 43 seconds. I mean, what is there to say? What are your thoughts?
Well, mostly the three games are going like how it's been going. Like first match, same thing. Second match, same thing. Third match, same thing. But we see like these small improvements from the Clockwise side because, you know, mostly because they have no choice but to improve because they're playing against a really, really good team. And then they have nothing to lose, so they're giving their best, as I can see.
Absolutely, and I do think that it's a really good learning experience to face a team of this caliber. Ooh, near miss there for Clockwise now. That's the kind of gutsy, aggressive behavior I like to see. Raph now trying to set something up, and Huma scores! I wonder if Raph was going for the goal himself and Huma's kind of like, you know, goal stole just now, or was that just a tactic? What do you think?
So far, they have done this tactic over and over in the last two matches, so it looks like something they're practicing for probably the next matches.
Kind of has this baton pass high five kind of vibe to it, right?
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen something like that, and this is probably the only team that has been able to pull it off.
Ooh, such a close miss there for Yogurt. Better luck next time with your 3 more goals, I guess. But anyway, they're still putting a lot of pressure on the Clockwise side of things. 1 minute remains. The score is 7-0. Wow, can they score 3 goals? And look at that, it's 8-0. And I asked myself the same question: can they score enough goals to go all the way up to 10 or beyond? I don't know. 53 seconds, a lot can happen. Well, what do you think, Yuba? You think they're gonna meet their previous record, or do you think they're gonna surpass it?
Well, I'd say they can surpass it, and then if they really tried, they would like get way more shots than like 10 goals. I mean,
Oof. Set up, but there's nobody to pick it up. Oh wait, Yogurt's there, of course he's there. And he's taking the ball towards the goal, and the defenders are all over him. Almost 30 seconds remain. I don't think they can beat their record, but we will see. Luth. Another dangerous shot after dangerous shot towards the Clockwise goal. Oh, nice defending there by Clockwise. The time is just slowly ticking away. Less than 10 seconds remain. And ooh, nice attack by Yogurt, but I don't think he had the accuracy he wanted. But, you know, very good attempt either way. Ooh, the clock now stands at 0-0-0. And there you go. Juice win another perfect sweep. So that would be actually
was like so
two
merciless
perfect
this whole time.
Sorry?
Very merciless from Juice's side. Like they did not hold back, knowing Clockwise was a weak team.
Absolutely. I feel like these guys were just using this opportunity to test out some of their rotations, some of their tactics, and some of their moves, right? And so
what I've
now we
noticed
have
is the passes from Juice. Like I feel like they're practicing against better teams. Like, yeah, you gotta admit, it's pretty cool, like, when they come from the wall with the ball, and then they just set it up mid-air for Yogurt or Hummus to, like, dunk it into the goal.
Yeah, it's not something I've really seen being done before. So I, for one, am hella excited about it, right? But anyway, that was Juice versus Clockwise. Well done to the winners. That was quite something. And better luck next time to Clockwise. That was the first match of the night. Hey, Aksam, you're back. Jaw still on the floor?
Well, all I would say is that match was surgical. It was pretty surgical, right? It was just like it was pinpoint on the dot. So many of those flips. I think there was a few attempts at a flip reset as well, and then all those rotations done by Juice. And I think Clockwise was in for such a thrashing. They might have actually hit 12 goals and just called, use that pun, clock having 12 numbers on it, something like that. I felt it.
They had their clocks cleaned. You could say that, I guess.
They were wound down in this situation.
Okay, that's a good one. I
Man,
like that.
Yogi, like the precision he was working, it was amazing, man. His hands didn't seem to shake at all. Like he knew where he had to be. There were so many times you could see him like slightly pull him back and just and then just jumping in and then just like ramming it in.
The timing, impeccable, right?
Impeccable.
Yeah, when the ball is in the air, it's like Juice. Like every teammate, when they hit the ball, it's like the ball is glued to their car every time, and then they just like sweep it into the goal. Like here you go.
In the first match,
they're so used to setting things up for themselves and like sealing the deal as well. It's just like, yeah, we can play all three positions sometimes at once. Here you go, a goal.
Yeah, they're pretty worse. Well, then again, with Yogi be in the MVP for all matches, as I saw, it was like if he was the way he was going, the way it was so precise enough. I felt like if he was into medicine, he would be a pharmacist. Like, but.
Well, in any case, Yogurt has suddenly become.
Apparently, Yogurt is a med student.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe he's bringing that sort of precision into Rocket League. I don't know, but either way, somebody call a medic for Clockwise, because after that, whew, I still think they kept improving throughout the game, but that was a thrashing.
The last match, though, they were holding
the
their
third
ground.
game, like they were really good on the defense, and then they were trying more things. So Juice actually did have a hard time, but then again, it's Yogurt and Hummus, like just surgically cutting them up and to pieces.
I just want to mention that Yogurt has been one of the best players we've seen in this tourney so far. Right, he deserves that, and to know that he's a med student, one of the most difficult things to study, one of the difficult fields to get into, and he's still being able to do this. I think that could be a sort of motivation for like Clockwise as well. Like you can follow your dreams in playing games like this, competitive esports, and at the same time have a career path ahead of you as well. That I felt like it was something that worth mentioning.
Yes, and I'd like to add that this can also be a great way for some of the newer teams to see exactly what the skill ceiling is, right? Like nearer to the top, right? So this is what you're aiming to be, and with enough practice and teamwork and good strategies, you could be this one day. And that's also like a really positive thing that you can take away from it, I think.
Yeah, so we're gonna be taking a short break for now, and we'll be back with the next match. Who's playing next, guys?
Yeah, the next match is gonna be Storm versus Legacy Esports. A lot to say about that one, but we'll save it for after the break, I guess.
We'll catch you guys again in the pre-game moments. We're just taking a short break. See you guys later, okay?
Bye-bye.
Walking on the moon. One moment to escape. You're walking on the moon. Walking on the moon. I've never been. All our trouble seems to fade away. This is how I feel when you take me to some levels that I've never been.
ರಾಜ್ಯ ಕುದಿ ರೀತಿ ರತ್ತಕುಗೆ ಬೇರು ಮಾಸಿಂಗ ನು ಕಂಡುತಕುಗ ವ್ಯಾಕಫಾ ದುವ್ವ ರಕ್ಕ ತೆರಿಕಂದಿ ಕಂಡುತಕುಗೆ ನಿ ದಿರುಂ ಹೋದ ಕಂಡುಂ ಹೋದಿ ಕಂಡು ರೋದಿ
ಏರುಗೆ ರಹ ಮಾಂದು ಮಸ್ತಳು
Welcome back, guys, to Dhiraagu Supersonic, presented by Glitch Gaming. This is Aksam, your host, and we've got Munis on commentary and Yube as our analyst for the night as well. We just saw the first match of tonight, which was by Juice versus CLOCKWISE, and it was as much as we would expect it to wind up to be. You know, like it ended up the same way. Like we saw it kind of happening before us because we knew that Juice was a team of really high caliber, and CLOCKWISE is relatively new to this game, to the competitive field. But one lesson that we could take away from this is that CLOCKWISE actually might have had the best one-on-one coaching session any team has ever gotten during the entire tourney.
What do you mean?
Like, they just had all of those strategies presented to them right in front of them, how to score multiple goals from multiple angles in person, right? So there's so much that they could take away from this match as well. What do you guys think about, like, how do you think they could improve from this? What do you think they could learn? Monis, tell me.
Well, when I was watching it, the major component of their play that was missing was aerial, right? So you don't see them with balls up in the air. You don't see them like raining down attempts on the other goal or moving the ball, clearing it while up in the air as well. They always try to settle everything on the ground. So I think that this is a major weakness for them as a team that they can definitely try to focus on, right? I saw in the last game, I think, that they were starting to get up into the air a little bit more and challenge Juice up there. But it's not enough to simply disrupt the other team. You also need to be able to make your own plays up there and find opportunities to score up there, you know? And Juice showed us like how you can even set up really nice goals up there. So there's a lot going on, you know? So the truth is up there. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, but I saw a lot more defensive play, a lot of really good saves and like clearances by CLOCKWISE, like during the last match. What do you think happened there?
Well, you know, the first two matches was more like you should say it like this. Since Juice had the huge advantage, they kept, hammering in the goals. So for Team CLOCKWISE, it would have just looked like a drilling session for their defense. So eventually, if you drill long enough, you'd get good. So I feel like that's what happened, because the ball was just coming into the goal every time, and then they were like, this is what's going to happen this time, so we better stay prepared. And then all three of them was on the goal just waiting.
They just simply parked the bus, right? Maybe they might have heard me say it over the stream earlier.
I think that it's also interesting to note that the team Clockwise that we saw getting off the pitch was definitely different from the Clockwise that came into this game. They improved a lot in a short period of time, and they were actually able to hold out pretty long before conceding even the first goal as the matches went on. And I think that's indicative of the fact that they were leveling up in real time.
Yeah, that's
they
true.
should take a lot of pride in playing against one of the best teams in the tournament.
Well, we've got the next match already loaded and ready to go. This is between Storm and Legacy Esports, if I'm not wrong. Yep. Yeah, this could be a match that could be very exciting as well. Because now, for the benefit of all the viewers, what we mean when we say more exciting and all of that is a more balanced match where you see skills that match each other, where you see plays that are fumbled and like pulled apart by the other team and then reset up and stuff like that. You know, when we see tactics like that, that's what we judge to be a really exciting match. And it doesn't mean that there has to be that many scores, you know, that many goals, right? Because last night's final match was one of those kind of like games that we saw as well. So maybe we might see something like that between Storm and Legacy Esports. What are your takes on it? Which team do you think is going to take this?
I'm going to start off with the more pessimistic outlook, right? So let's take a look at both of these teams and their history in the tournament so far, right? We have, first of all, Storm, right? Storm took on ProFats Elite on day 2, and it was a perfect sweep. And it was the easier perfect sweep of that night. They definitely had an easier time doing all of it. So I consider them to be a very top-tier, aggressive, powerful team, right? On the other hand, we have Legacy Esports, who took on the Baguettes, to be fair, are the Baguettes, but still, it was a perfect sweep. Second match, day 1, right? So we have a team that once again has won with a perfect sweep, and a team that has lost by a perfect sweep, going up against each other. My expectation is just a copy of what happened next, so I'm going to be getting my kicks on of seeing whether Storm can actually score more than 10 goals to kind of raise the ceiling once more for the highest score in the tournament so far. That's where I'm coming from.
All right, let's go see if you're right. Okay, I'm hoping to see a lot more predictions in the comments as well. We are going to catch you guys later after this. I'm going to catch you guys later after this match. So enjoy. And you know what? Fingers crossed. I'm supporting Legacy in this one. Let's see how it goes.
All right. Cool. Look, will be nice to see. Anyway, once again, we are back for another match. Day 5, the second match of day 5 of Dhiraagu Supersonic, and as soon as the technical side is ready to go, we're ready to go. It's going to be Storm versus Legacy Esports. As mentioned before, so far Storm has shown a very high level of play, and Legacy Esports might be in a bit of trouble right here. 5 minutes on the clock, and we have kickoff. Oh! Near miss on the Storm side by Legacy Esports. It's like they heard me and they don't like what I said. Fair enough, guys. Prove me wrong and I'm happy to amend my words. Lishchan trying to clear the ball. Blocked by Storm. Another aggressive attempt, and look at that. I ain't scores. First goal for Storm in less than a minute into this match. 4 minutes 42 seconds to be exact. And we have our first goal. I wonder how high they can go, and I wonder how much of a fight Legacy Esports is going to be putting up. Ooh, another aggressive attack by Storm. Hexa now trying to clear the ball, and he succeeds and takes the ball towards the goal. Oh, but nicely defended by Storm. Net Shroud. Astro. Circling the ball, not quite able to get the goal in, and another attempt on the goal by Storm, and this time it scores. It's CZ.
So I'm really showing off what they can do since the last match they played. I mean, it's just like a copy and paste of the last time they played. I feel like it's gonna be a perfect sweep from Storm.
So maybe we can kind of get our kicks off seeing whether they can get a clean sweep. That would be something new. Right? Anyway, we have kickoff once again, 4 minutes, 7 seconds, and attempting. Not Shroud now sending the ball towards the Storm side of the pitch. Ball dangerously close to the goal, but I think they've managed to clear it quite easily. CZ sending the ball to one end of the pitch. Storm trying to create an opportunity. I ain't trying to score, but did not quite get the touch he wanted. Storm once again sending the ball flying high speed in another direction, but Legacy Esports now trying to create an opportunity. Ball being passed to CZ.
Really questionable clear from Storm side to their own side, and
yeah, that was a bit strange, wasn't it?
I feel like one of Storm's team players are kinda. I feel like one of them is having a hard time realizing which goal they are supposed to shoot at.
Perhaps. Oh, Hexa now trying to create an opportunity. Lisan killing the clear like dead in the air. Hexa now trying to send the ball deep into the Storm side of the pitch, but they are still trying to move it away. But interestingly, the ball now is on the blue side of the pitch, which is something that we haven't seen a lot of so far in this match. But Storm still have a 2-0 goal lead, and they're having trouble scoring again. So that's something that's worth noting, I think.
I feel like
near miss for
Espo. Like they're improving their midfield play, and Storm on the other hand is getting better with their defensive rotation. So Legacy is gonna have a hard time countering that.
Oh, I see. So that's why the ball's basically locked on this side of the pitch, even though there are no goals coming in, right? Oh, nice attempt, nice defense by Storm. Legacy Esports really picking up the pace here, trying to create some opportunities for themselves. We might see a more exciting game than we predicted yet. Oh, ball now going. Oh my goodness, another goal for Storm. I gotta see this replay. Whoa, from near the goal, the guy just sent the ball to an empty goal. Wow. What do you think of that one, Yube?
The third man from Legacy's side was nowhere to be seen, so Storm obviously took a very calculated shot from there.
That accuracy though, you know?
Mistake, yeah.
Ball once again on the Legacy Esports side.
Yeah, I would say at this level, any shot from like a long shot would mostly go to goal if there is no third man available to defend. So, yeah.
That level of accuracy is to be expected, is what you're saying.
Yeah, in
that certain condition, most players would be able to do it. Is that what you mean to imply?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. In any case, it was nice to see, and it definitely would have put like a lot of fear into the hearts of Legacy Esports. So there's a lot going on. CZ now going towards the goal. Oh, near miss, and I ain't scores the fourth goal for Storm. 1 minute, just a little bit over 1 minute remaining in the match, and we're still seeing goals from the Storm side of the pitch. I wonder how high the score can go, really. Like, I mean, that's what we're here for. And we have
Legacy has a huge hole in their defense. The backboard is normally open too much, so I feel like they should address that issue. And Storm, on the other hand, I mean, they're not making many mistakes here and there. They're just playing a very cut and dry tactic of, rotating offensively and then, making as many shots as possible.
And quite a few of them have gone in by the looks of it. And less than a minute left now. I think it's definitely going to be Storm's game, so I'm just going to call it. But still, Legacy Esports, your job right now is to make sure that it's not like a clean sweep or at least a clean game. Like, score at least once to break up this rhythm that they've created. Another attempt on the goal. Less than 30 seconds remaining. Not Shroud trying to take it away, but I don't think he succeeded. Ooh, nice defending by Legacy Esports. They cleared pretty well. Astro now on the defense intercepts it nicely. Ooh, very, very close. Could have been a, but unfortunately not to be. Less than 10 seconds on the clock. What's gonna happen now? Could we see another goal, or do you think that this is where it is? 4, 3, 2, 1, and Storm is the winner. Legacy Esports unfortunately lost their first one. So Yube, now that you've seen the first game of this match, what are your thoughts? Maybe any predictions?
Well, I'd say Storm looks like they have the upper hand, but Legacy needs to look out for their teammates during the transition between like defense. Like I feel like they're having a lot of trouble with their rotation, so it's kind of hard like for them to react when it comes to Storm's attack, which is fairly consistent, and then it's really accurate most of the time.
It really is. And just so everybody's on the same page as those who are watching / listening, this is Dhiraagu Supersonic, and this is a 20-day Rocket League tournament. This is day 5, and that was the first game of the second match of scheduled today. And that was a Group B match, Storm versus Legacy Esports, what seems to be an easy win for Storm. What do you think Storm should focus on now, like based on the kind of defenses they saw on the Legacy Esports side? Do you think they should focus more on goal accuracy, or do you think, shot accuracy, or do you think that there's something else that they should look out for?
Well, I would say they can go for like a simple, way to disorient the team, such as implementing demo plays, or maybe going for sneaky boost grabs. Try to make it hard.
Oh, look at that! Lord, I gotta see the replay. If that is what I think it is, that's an amazing goal. Kickoff off the wall and into the goal. Yubit, did you see that? That was 3 seconds in.
Yeah, the third man from Legacy's side was not ready for that one.
Wow, and they're already making another attempt at the goal. Ooh, this is brutal. They have kicked it up a notch. Storm. Oh, goal number 2 for Storm. Astro. 4 minutes, 43 seconds. So that's 7 seconds, and we have our second goal. Very impressive. I want to see whether they can beat the total of 10 or even reach it. Chances are not low. So let's see. The ball once again moving towards the Legacy Esports side. I ain't trying to create an opportunity, but the interception, the defense wouldn't really let it happen. Not Shroud sending it towards the Storm side of the pitch, but it missed. Astro now trying to move the ball forward, sends it up into the air. It hits the backboard, and is there anybody to pick it up? I don't think so. All the way back to the Storm side of the pitch. CZ now.
I mean, there was like 2 people waiting for the ball to come from there.
I was hoping that somebody would be there to score, I thought somebody would be waiting there a little bit closer.
Because I feel like they don't have much, like I feel like they're not shot calling well enough.
Definitely. Not Shroud on trying to create an opportunity for Legacy Esports. CZ, ooh, another attack and another miss. Sends the ball into the air.
Legacy needs to improve their challenge game and intercept balls from the midfield, because Storm seems to be setting up every time, and then they need to interfere with that.
Ooh, I ain't scores the third goal. I can definitely see what you mean by their midfield being a little weak, because that's where the switch usually happens. Even if Legacy Esports has it, Storm just comes and steals it away, right? And we have 3 minutes 29 seconds on the clock and another kickoff. Nice attempt there by Legacy Esports, and look at that! Not Shroud scores, making sure that even if it's a perfect sweep, it's not gonna be a clean sweep. These guys are fighting, and what do you think of that goal?
I mean, it looks like a nice reaction from Not Shroud.
Definitely.
He was waiting. I feel like he predicted that one, and then just challenged the third man and then got it in.
Alright, that's pretty interesting. Attack, and another attack, and CZ scores the return goal. And now the score is 4-1 with 3 minutes 12 seconds on the clock.
Well, most of the problem comes because Legacy is always on the brink. Like, I feel like Storm is always on the brink of making a goal, and the other team always have to save it, and then it could be really nerve-wracking. Like, and eventually the defense will drop. Yeah.
Oh, look at that! Another opportunity trying to Storm trying to create an opportunity, but Legacy clears, but Storm intercepts, and we go back and forth. Hexa. It's still Hexa. The defenders are flocking to the ball. Not Shroud takes the boost and takes the ball. What's he gonna do now? Ooh, not a lot it looks like. He lost the ball. Alright, so, ball, surprisingly spending a long time on the Storm side of the pitch. Not Shroud with another attack, which was deflected. They're still hammering the ball in. CZ manages to clear it, but Legacy was waiting on the other side. Astro keeps the ball still in the Legacy side of the pitch, but it finally gets cleared. And now Astro is there to return it back.
A lot of solo effort carrying Legacy, as I see it. You know, really keeping Legacy's morale high without falling.
I ain't now trying to take advantage of opportunities created by CZ, but he missed that time. Another opportunity perhaps being created. Off the backboard, all these attacks just missing, but still, it keeps the ball very much on the Legacy esports side of things, and mount the pressure, as you said. These guys constantly have to think about defending their goal. I ain't. Now making another attempt. Ooh, nicely defended by Legacy Esports. They're trying to clear, but I don't think they quite made it. Alright, the ball... Okay, it's back on the Legacy Esports side again. Not sure trying to defend. Lishan in front of the goal. Anything could happen at this point, right? 1 minute, 10 seconds remaining. What do you think of Legacy's play right now, Yuben? Ooh, near miss.
I mean, it's getting better, but I feel like Vishan's not matching up to the pace of the game. Really have not seen much from him.
Definitely. I think I can see what you mean as well. Ooh, nice route. They're taking the ball all the way back to the Legacy Esports side, and ooh, nice near miss. And another attack by CZ makes it the 5th goal of the game, and it's 5-1, and the time remaining is just 41 seconds. We could see another win for Storm, so I'm gonna call it now. So far, it seems that they haven't been able to really come close to Juice's 10 goal, but that just shows that Legacy Esports is putting up a good fight, right?
I mean, Legacy is keeping up a really solid defense, and then they don't really... I wouldn't say the defense is bad, but Storm's got this rotational thing, like, it's like clockwork, I'd say, and Legacy can't really compete with it right now.
You can see Storm players actively deciding to just drop back or follow a ball or something like that. Oh, less than 10 seconds now, they're still making attacks on the Legacy Esports side of the pitch. Hexa trying to take it away. 1-0. Could this be it? Oh no, the ball's still alive. Oh, and there you have it. Storm wins. That makes it 2-0 Storm. So, Yube, what are your thoughts?
Well, most of the goals conceded by Legacy Esports was because their rotation was kind of sloppy, and then they mostly didn't react to whatever, like, they always reacted to whatever Storm was hitting them with. And mostly it's like, the ball, like, they score, like, they're trying to score, and then Legacy Esports is just waiting and trying to save it. So eventually, you know, they'll start losing their nerves, and then the shots will keep getting more accurate. So that's how Storm got that many goals this time. I feel like Legacy Esports needs to buckle up and, you know, do better next time.
Absolutely. And just to remind everybody, this is day 5 of Dhiraagu Supersonic 20-day Rocket League tournament, and this is the second match. This is going to be the third game. If Storm can win this one, they can definitely take the entire thing in a perfect sweep against Legacy Esports. Personally, I kind of expect them to, but it would still be interesting to see if Legacy Esports can put up any kind of really good fight or good defense, and I would love to see how they turn things around, if at all, right? So, another thing worth noting is that Storm have been shown to score a lot higher than this, So perhaps the fact that they are stuck at this level of score just means that Legacy Esports is putting up somewhat of a decent defense. Anyway, Legacy Esports needs to win this one to stay in the game. So with 5 minutes on the clock, we have kickoff.
I'd say Legacy needs to throw everything they have into this one, or else, like, if they lose, they'll be in a tight spot in this group round.
Oh, that was more than 3 attacks with the same goal in under a minute. What do you even do with that? Storm is just, going at it. Nice defending there by Storm. Notchshroud chasing the ball back to prevent Storm from creating an opportunity.
I feel like Nishan is having a bit of a more, like, I feel like his presence, we're seeing more of it now, and you can already see the difference it makes.
Yes, I wonder where Lishan was off this time, because these guys could have used a lot of help. But maybe it's because he was backed into a corner that we are finally seeing his true skill. Ball once again dangerously close to the Legacy Esports side of the pitch. I'm just waiting to see how long it would be before the first goal is conceded. And I think that the longer it takes, the more of a sign that Legacy Esports are really, putting up a good fight. Hexa loses the ball, but Dishan is there to pick it up, sends it towards the goal. Not necessarily accurate, but a player defended from Storm's side. Notchshroud rushing towards the defense, but Hexa is there. Another attempt at the goal by Storm, but Hexa defending. Nicely done. Storm making another attempt. CZ misses, and I Ain't is all the way at the back trying to defend while Legacy Esports takes the ball forward. It's been over 3 minutes. Oh wait, I take it back. I was going to say there hasn't been a goal yet, but Storm just scored their first goal 2 minutes 55 seconds.
I think they were just waiting for you to say that.
Yeah, probably. But more importantly, this is the biggest gap we've seen so far for a goal scored. So Legacy Esports has been doing something right.
Yeah, I feel like their defense, the rotations are getting better, and then they're trying to make more opportunities happen. And
Astro scores number 2. I'm loving this car model as well. It's got one of my favorite colors on it, so I love that. But anyway, what a nice goal. Nice and simple. I think we might be looking at a perfect sweep, but it's Legacy Esports is doing pretty alright, I think. I hope that they don't crack under the pressure and lose the good rhythm they've got going on all this time. As much as I would like to see them take at least one game so that it kind of looks like they really put up a good fight, I understand that realistically it might not be very easy. So I'm just going to say that Legacy, a lot of improvement during this match. 2 minutes 11 seconds and counting. Storm has a lead of 2, which isn't really a lot, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, this is not what we saw in the last 2 matches.
No, not at all.
Way more shots and then way more goals. A nice fake out by Astro there.
Yeah, definitely. He went for the ball and baited the other player into going for it, who then sort of missed. CZ now waiting, but I don't think he could create the opportunity that he quite wanted. Astro sends it up into the air, receives it, takes the boost in all one smooth motion. Anyway, Astro attacks the goal and near miss, but I Ain't is there to seal the deal. So it's 3-0, 1 minute 19 seconds. A lot lower of a score and a lot harder to score. I think Legacy Esports is really proving things here. We have kickoff.
It's a very solid performance from Storm, and they're making a statement by sweeping 2 teams from the group. I would say they're in a really good position right now. It's very comfortable in the group stage. And I'm expecting a lot from them in the future matches. And I would like to see Storm play against Juice actually.
Storm against Juice. What I would like to see actually, Profax Elite versus Legacy Esports, you know? Because those are
First goal from Legacy Esports this match.
37 seconds block. What do you think of this goal? Was it luck or was it skill?
I'd say it's Storm's mistake. Their defensive rotation did not exist and the third man was nowhere to be seen.
Not a very common thing to see from high-level teams, but I guess they were feeling that confident.
I guess they were too comfortable, I guess.
These guys definitely look like they're about to score just a return goal as a revenge for what just happened. I think there's one coming presently. They're just all flocking towards here, creating opportunities for each other. Okay, trading back and forth with the backboard of the goal. Oh, nice setup. Oh, bad luck. Under 10 seconds. So much defending going on. I wonder if they can really score this one last goal. They seem to be trying desperately to make it happen. And here we have it. Perfect sweep and Storm wins. What do you think about these stats and how the match went overall?
Well, overall Storm they had a solid performance, but I'd say Legacy Esports got a lot better as the games went on, and you can clearly see the difference it made when Lishan started showing more of the presence throughout the match. Like, clearly he was kind of laid back for the last two matches.
Right, I can definitely see what you mean by that, but for now, let's put a pin in that, and let's talk about what's coming up next, right? So tonight, the third match for the night is gonna be TC Chips Fraternity versus MSK, right? Just a quick little summary of what happened with both teams before. MSK and TC Chips Fraternity are Group C teams. MSK won their last match, perfect sweep, and TC Chips Fraternity lost their last match through fit, right? So that's kind of interesting. We haven't really seen them play, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what TC Chips Fraternity brings to the table. And I think that we should be taking a little bit of a break before the next match begins. So if the technical team is ready, we're ready to go. So it's going to be TC Chips Fraternity versus MSK. We'll also discuss what just happened in this past match. This next match is going to be a Group C match.
it's making me realize everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I, you and I. Everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I, you and I. It's making me realize everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I, you and I. Everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I, you and I. Take it too far to say that we cannot pretend now. Wasn't never enough to have just everything.
Dhiraagu 5 broadband මාරංගලු ++% ආම ඉතුරු data අදි තිංගුණේ හැම ඉතුරු speed එවස් ඉතුරු හරද කනුදා data ගයාගු 40% ආම හෙවෙච්චೆ online ko game kulala emme maqbul film taka series ta badala shop kollan online klaha badala nune hama social media ekani badalan ves මාරංගලු මේ රාජ්‍යගේ emme sali home internet Dhiraagu 5 broadband මිහාරු මාරංගලු
Welcome back, guys, to Dhiraagu Supersonic, as presented by Glitch Gaming. Here joining us tonight is myself, Aksam, as your host, and we've got Munis as a commentator and Yube on analyst tonight as well. We've been meeting you guys here every night for the past 5 nights, and although we've had different energy levels for each night, tonight has been quite a bit of a reality check for all of us. I feel like all of the matches that we've been seeing, we're seeing top tier teams just cruising through, and just then for the last match, which was Legacy Esports versus Storm, I said I had my fingers crossed for Legacy because I felt like they would be very evenly matched. But then as the match went on, I realized that I was wrong, man. And apparently 2 of the top players for Legacy Esports hasn't joined on their team for this tourney as well, which kind of shows that even though they've got a legacy to look behind on, they need to try a little harder to uphold that legacy now. What do you guys think about the match we just saw? How do you feel?
Let me start by saying that I personally found it to be, and this might not be a very popular opinion, a little underwhelming, right? Not because it was a boring match or a bad match or anything. Neither Legacy Esports nor Storm were particularly terrible with anything they were doing. It's just that even from the very first game, we knew what the outcome was going to be, and we just saw it. It wasn't a clean sweep. It was a perfect sweep, still pretty good. It's just that, I don't know, like, it felt like a foregone conclusion, and that's a little sad for me.
Yeah, well, I feel like we were expecting a lot of things since, last night we saw some unexpected stuff, and today we were hoping that would be the case again, but this time it was like a lot of perfect sweeps, and then most of the end was very predictable. So I guess I can feel you would be underwhelmed, and anybody else also would be underwhelmed. But then again, a lot of skill has been displayed tonight, so that is things we need to always look out for.
Absolutely. I want to make sure that I want to make clear that I'm not like downplaying the skill that was on display. That was awesome. But that was like moment to moment enjoyment, right? Now that the moment's gone, I'm just feeling a little bit like I want something a little bit more exciting. And by exciting, like Aksam once said, it just means 2 teams evenly matched, really fighting for that spot. Personally, I find near misses to be much more exciting than some of the more amazing goals, mostly because when high-level teams experience near misses, it's usually very eye-catching and very notable.
Yeah. And we've got TC Chips Fraternity versus MSK coming up next. And one of the best things about this match is that this is the one team that hasn't played any group stage matches yet. TC Chips Fraternity, they had to sadly forfeit their first match due to some unforeseen circumstances, but right now the team's all ready to go. And MSK, we've seen MSK against Technical before, haven't we? How was that match for you guys?
We have. It was day 1, the last match actually. Group C match, MSK versus Technical. It was a perfect sweep. Yep. And the first night ended with 3 perfect sweeps, and this was the 3rd one.
But can you tell me a little bit about like MSK's level of skill? What do you expect to see like them doing in this coming match?
Well, I would say they're a solid team with great rotations, and overall, like, I feel like they're on the higher, better than average. But I wouldn't say like a very eye-catching team. I could be wrong. So what I'm mostly interested in is what TC Chips Fraternity has to offer. Because I feel like we'll see something really different tonight.
I also wanna... sorry, no, not to interrupt you. Please go ahead.
Or maybe, it could also be a sweep, just like any other match tonight. So yeah, what you were trying to say, Maurice?
I was trying to say that it's kind of interesting to me that there are 2 TC Chips teams, right? TC Chips Lions and TC Chips Fraternity. And the Lions have already proven to us that they've got the chops by winning their first match with a perfect sweep. That was the very first match of this tourney, which was TC Chips Lions versus CLOCKWISE, right? So that was a perfect sweep. And now we're seeing TC Chips Fraternity. I want to see whether these guys are any better or any worse? Like, what is the difference? Why are there two teams? I guess this match is going to justify their existence to us very much by showing us what kind of skills or what level of play they bring to the tournament.
Just to add on top of that, I've noticed that there are a few more teams which sound like they've got like it's the same group of people with two teams. Basically.
What makes you say that? Like, can you give me an example?
Profats
Profats. Yeah. That's very true. We have Profats Elite, and we also have Profats Non-Pareil. So that's something as well. Profats.
There's
Elite
one
so
more
far-
team though. There's one more team like that, which is 13, and I was told Capalot has a relation to 13 as well. Two teams made by the players, like all 6 friends getting together and playing together, and it feels like some of the styles of play is mirrored in both teams as well. Now, we couldn't see Profats Non-Pareil because they were sadly in the match that was forfeited, I think. That's why we haven't seen them yet. But if you remember how 13 and Capalot play, you could see that there is a very similar style to how they were setting up and how their technical skill was being applied throughout the game.
Right.
So even with TC Chips, the two of them, with TC Chips Fraternity and TC Chips Lions, I think we could see a sort of mirror image, maybe, hopefully, because that would show that there's a unique, style of play for all these groups of friends who are getting together and playing this game, right?
Yeah, that would be definitely very interesting to see. But
So,
I
what you're
don't
trying to
know
say is,
whether. Sorry, yeah, you were saying?
So what you're trying to say is like TC Chips is like these group of people who have a certain way of playing, and then 13 and Capalot is like another way of, like, you know, another school of thought right there. So that would be interesting to see, and each team would have these small little changes that would make them unique. So we could be seeing something else entirely, or maybe TC Chips could be a really, really, really good team.
Yes.
That's what I'm hoping on.
I wanted to add to that, saying that whatever TC Chips Fraternity brings to this game, they're gonna have to stand up against MSK, who did prove to be a very dominating team the last time they played, and they won't make it easy. So we might finally be getting the match that we've been wishing for, where two very high-level teams butt heads, and we basically see some high-level Rocket League being played with neither team conceding goals to each other very easily. I wouldn't mind a game that that ends 1-0 if that one goal was really, really hard fought, you know?
Yeah. That's the excitement that we're looking for. And speaking about excitement, who on this stream, who's viewing this stream, excited for their name to pop up on the lucky draw? Guys, type GG. Guys, GG. Glitch Gaming. It's a good game as well. But if you type GG, you stand a chance to be part of the lucky draw raffle to win one of 2 prizes, which is a free assorted Mastel case by Mandumas or a free pizza from Pizza Bona. Now, how it's going to work is that you actually should reach out to our page. Once your name is announced, please reach out to our page so that we could give you the coupon for the prize that you want. And with that prize, with that coupon, you're going to be going to the outlet to claim your prize. That's how the giveaway would work. But that's not the only prize we need to talk about. We've got 20,000 rupiah on the line, guys. 20,000. All right, you could buy maybe a PS5 with that.
Maybe in a couple of months.
Yeah, maybe in a couple of months. I mean, then again, that's a story for another stream. And then obviously we've got the tournament MVP's prize provided by eLife, which is a 32-inch smart Android TV. And I use a TCL myself, and I would vouch for this one as well. This I expect is going to help you in your gaming, hopefully. But then again, obviously, pro gamers know better, right? Yeah, I mean, we've got a really exciting 5 days finished, right? And so far, we have seen so many energies. I've been mentioning that earlier as well. We've had so many energies going up and down every night, and different players coming in, showing their chops and showing what they are really known for. Yogurt is someone I've got to mention. Yogurt with his aerials.
Has the rank of Grand Champion, I'd like to note. What a player.
I would like to give him the nickname Surgeon at this point because of how accurate he is.
Yep. And then one of my personal favorites, one of my personal favorite players, Void Visor.
Yeah, definitely
baguettes,
someone
right.
to watch out for as well. Voidweiser really knows what he's doing out there.
And then any other players you'd like to mention?
Yes,
Baba
one
Yaga?
very specific one who I believe is the backbone of what we saw of Vector yesterday. I want to mention HPY or Happy or whatever, how you pronounce that
Yeah.
name. Like, he may have not scored all of the goals, but he still managed to set them all up for his teammates so beautifully that the other team couldn't even react. And then he went on to score some more goals after that, showing that yes, he still can score as well, that he's not just a playmaker. And I found that to be just super impressive. How consistent he was to create that great opportunity over and over and over again. Like, that just impressed me. Plus the fact that it was a team play, like, that doubly impresses me. So he's the person that I'm keeping an eye on right now.
And then from Team 13, right, we noticed there were really, really talented players there as well. One of those players, Zam, the way he was carrying his team with such finesse also is something I'd like to know. Yuba, do you have any favorites you'd like to mention?
Well, not a favorite, but I'd like to say, you know how Vector has HPY? Juice has a player just like that, and that's Hummus or Humus. I'm not sure.
Humus, right? Yeah.
Humus, yeah.
He's like the HPY to the team Juice.
Just creates those
I'd
great
say-
opportunities, right?
Yeah. Yogurt like puts him in a shadow, but I feel like you guys need to like keep an eye on for him because like he's made a lot of plays. Like that's what I see mostly. Everybody's like Yogurt, but I'm like, yeah, he's always gonna be great, but also look out for the team members because you know you gotta be great to hang with the greats. That's what I would say.
That's very true. Yeah, that's very true.
Yep, and somebody needs to set up the goals, right? You can't always be the scorer.
Yeah, you guys remember Quiz versus Volo, that match?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember how?
Esports?
Yeah. Do you remember Titan? Titan just holding that ground, just ramming all those goals in, man. Like, I'm looking at those highlights right now as well.
Very aggressive player. It was very fun to watch him do things.
I think I know my favorite player at this point. It's Baba Yaga. You know, the one who, the one who did the thing yesterday.
Oh man.
Oh,
I mean,
fantastic player as well.
Yeah.
One thing you guys might not have noticed, Baba Yaga was commenting on the stream just then as well as the last match was happening, and he was mentioning like, okay, Legacy Esports comeback incoming. I was like,
and then prediction is just like, is Baba Yaga just gonna go and play for them or something?
I think that what basically maybe he just wanted to see was just like that exciting kind of game, right? Where two equal teams were kind of clashing with each other. Plus, it's really nice to see an underdog story where they actually pull through, which is one of the reasons why I had so much fun last night with 13 versus Switch Tactics, because that reverse sweep was basically just pulling victory from the jaws of defeat. Not to be dramatic about it or anything, but that was exciting as heck, you know, like a real nail biter.
So another team that I would like to mention, because we've been talking about 13, EVG, Mizo, Trezor, just going in, and they were amazing. Like, there were so many really beautiful team goals that were just pulled up, and I don't know, man. Like, they felt like they were two parts of the same machine, you know, a clockwork machine.
Like this non-verbal communication that seemed to exist between them, where they just work together so well. I wonder how much practice it takes to really create like that sort of rhythm, right? It just seemed so elegant. It was very nice to see, and like all of these really top-tier teams are just making me really hyped for the elimination or the double elimination portion, you know, like with the brackets and all. Because right now we're seeing these teams basically float up to the top of each of their groups, right? But at that point, we will have basically the cream of the crop taking on each other, right? And that is gonna really kick it up a notch. So I'm very happy that so many teams have participated, and we're seeing so many different levels of skill, styles of play, tactics, and even very notable players. Maybe they'll become household names as the tournament goes on.
Yeah, that's heartwarming, man. That's pretty wholesome to even think of like that idea. It's gonna be nice because there's so many kids watching this stream. Hopefully, because this is all fun. This is what staying at home and social distancing is all about. This is the togetherness that it's supposed to create.
That reminds me of when I used to watch esports as a kid. I'd look up to this certain character or player. And then, when I choose my own name, I would kind of put his name there, or be like, so Yogurt Junior could be a thing.
Yogurt Junior would be like, yogurt going backwards, so that will be something like, I don't know, pasteurized milk or something.
I think that another thing that I'm really just on the personal side that I'm always going to be really amused about is now, because of these players and their really quirky names, there is no way I'm going to be able to take a look at like a little packet of yogurt or something and not think of this guy. Like, there's no way that's happening. Like, in the previous tournament, there was a player called Burger Chan, and ever since then, I cannot look at a burger without thinking about that Burger Chan, because he was just so good, So, I guess we're gonna have words and stuff stuck like that in our heads, like Ghost, maybe, or, who else?
You know what was on my mind today? So,
what?
I was just sitting there, and then I was, staring blindly. And then in my head it popped up, hey, I'm in a blank prospect right now. I was like, yo, where did that come from? And then I was like, oh, it's the Rocket League thing.
Just so everybody's clear, I'm basically complimenting your names. I don't think there's anything wrong with them. I think they're awesome, actually. It's just that they're easy to remember and they're all really fun, distinctive. And through your own actions, you guys are basically becoming rooted in our memories, Like, we can remember some of the great moves that you pull off. There's no way I'm watching John Wick and seeing Baba Yaga and not thinking of the player. It's now the other way around.
I would say the Dominus car every time I watch John Wick now. It's gonna be there, like, hey.
Did he drive the same car?
He could have.
Oh man, wouldn't that be amazing?
It could have been the same car body. I feel
like it's the muscle car he was in when he was in some fight. I don't know, maybe.
I think I'm gonna have to look that up. Maybe that's definitely something that he would have done consciously. But anyway,
amazing. That would have been such an amazing Easter egg to go with. Oh damn. Well, another we've seen so many gamers and streamers starting off on their own, and then really making a name for themselves. I mean, I'm just gonna be reiterating common knowledge right now, but people didn't know who PewDiePie was 10 years ago. 10 to 12 years ago.
And now it's like a household name, right?
Yeah.
And I'm also hoping that because a lot of people are seeing all of these really good teams play against each other, that we'll end up having some of these teams be like the benchmarks for the Maldives as well. So people will be like, oh yeah, we could totally take on Juice now. We're ready. Or 13, no problem. Like, we're definitely on their level. Or maybe they're not. Or maybe they'll be like, we want to get to 13's level one day, right? So in any case, I'm very happy to see all of these games being played. And tonight so far has been a little bit of an underwhelming night, but I'm hoping it picks up.
I'm sorry to say that it's going to be a little bit more underwhelming right now as well, because one thing we were hoping that wouldn't happen. I think as my technical team is arguing against them, amongst themselves right now. But yeah, apparently we're having another forfeit from the side of CH1PS Fraternity. Yeah, this is disappointing.
That sucks. Not gonna lie.
We were looking forward to that one.
So that's sad to hear. So this means it is 2 losses for them, making it even harder for them to get up to the top, if at all possible.
Yeah,
maybe this could be a comeback story. Who knows?
But in group stages and already with 2 losses, that's I mean, maybe they're at the same level as the teams that we've been seeing who played consistently and lost. Maybe they still have a chance, but I don't know, man. This is a little heartbreaking because I was really hoping to see what CH1PS Fraternity could show up. We were just talking about it, how they could be the better version of Lions, hopefully, but
Unfortunately, I guess the night doesn't have it for us, huh? So tonight ends on a little bit of a low energy note, but that's okay. Let's take a look at the scores of the teams that played / would have played. So we have Juice Juice versus Clockwise, which was a thrashing where Juice Juice actually broke the ceiling for the highest amount of goals scored in the tournament so far with 10 goals. They also managed to do that thing I love where they scored 0 minutes 0 seconds, so that was pretty awesome. Then there's Storm versus Legacy Esports, another perfect sweep. This time Legacy Esports put up a pretty decent fight, and the last one, TC Chips Fraternity versus MSK, through forfeit goes to MSK. So now TC Chips Fraternity have basically forfeited twice and lost by forfeit twice, which puts them in a highly unfavorable position in terms of the rest of the tournament. But I am looking forward to seeing their play the time that we do see them perform.
Yube, what do you think this could be like a tactic they're using?
I mean, if it is a tactic, it's not a good one, but I would say. But if they're gonna back it up with possibly the best matches ever, then fine, all up to you, TC Chips. But so far, the tactic doesn't look that good at all.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're just like playing the devil's advocate by considering this to be a tactic.
Yeah.
It's not good sportsmanship on their end to to use this as a tactic, but I mean, unforeseen circumstances could have prevented them from playing this match. No judgment now, and
personally, I don't. Sorry, not to interrupt you, but I personally don't think it's a tactic. I think that it might just be circumstances behind the scenes, because, like, if this is a tactic, it's not really winning them much. So you know how the old saying goes: you lose 100% of the matches you forfeit.
I mean,
wait, I said that on the first night. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yep, pretty much. There you go, continuity. Now we have Dhiraagu Supersonic continuity for the people who've been paying attention behind the scenes.
But yeah,
that's what the night has for us, right?
Well, we've got one more thing. We've got one more happy note to end off with. We've got the lucky draw.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. Since our schedule was kind of shook up because of this forfeit as well, so we're gonna be going on with they've done the raffles as well. Okay, I think we're going with the pizza lucky draw winner first, and the winner is Nafam44 on Twitch. Nafam, congratulations. I know you wouldn't...
I wonder if that is.
Yeah, Nuff Farm or Nuff's Fam. I'm like, it could be anything, but as long as you reach out to us on our... Yeah, that's true. Like, I mean, we could be playing puns on this name all night, but still, that guy, that girl, whoever it is a winner because they get the pizza. And then we've got the Mando Musques winner for the night as well. And that would be Luam Lulu on FB. Luam, please reach out to us on Facebook to our gaming page, and we will give you your coupon, which you will be using to redeem your prize at the outlet. And I feel like, we would always appreciate one or two muscle along our way as well. I'm just saying. I mean, that opportunity is going to be open. Another thing I would like to mention is, like, we've had this very different night tonight so far with the way that things have been progressing. I've seen really pro teams kind of like toy around on the stadium, and then I've seen teams with a really good history also being like played like they were, and then we just saw like a double forfeiture as well. While all of this is happening, let us remind ourselves that this tournament is actually being backed by a really, really sweet prize pool as well. All right, we've got 20,000 rupiah in the prize pool. All right, and 10,000 to the first place winners, 7,000 for second place, and third place gets 3,000. So this is quite something people could work really hard for, and I'm hoping that everybody who's been putting in all their efforts so far would keep on doing it. And the MVP, we've got a few names for the MVP already, but only the tournament scores are going to show. And the MVP is going to be winning a 32-inch smart Android TV provided by eLife. We've had quite a different sort of night tonight. Our stream is going to be ending a lot earlier than we expected as well. And for these reasons, I'd like to tell all of the viewers who are watching us, thank you so much for staying with us so far. And we hope that you'll join us again tomorrow night as well. Moni, Yube, do you have anything you'd like to say?
I would like to say that, thank you for joining us. It was quite fun to see some of these matches tonight. And tomorrow is the 20th, so we'll be seeing Capalot versus Juice, which is going to be really exciting. Two very dominant teams. We also will see Wolololo versus EVG and Wendell versus Storm. So we do have some really interesting matchups lined up for tomorrow. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing a very high level of play, especially from that first match, right? So whatever happened today, best of luck next time to CCC's Fraternity. Hopefully they will be more prepared, or they'll be able to show up and show us some of their skills. Storm did an okay job. Juice did a pretty good job, and now they have the top goals of the tournament so far. So
yeah, before we wrap up, Yube, can you help us let's go through the group standings as they are before we wrap up for the night.
Yeah, well, tonight's the 5th night of group stage, and from Group A, there's Juice and Capalot. So tonight's the 5th night of the group stage, and we're gonna have 6 more days, I think, of the group stage, and currently
we'll be having 14 days total of the group stage, as Yube has mentioned previously, and we've just done 5. So what that means is that we just have a bit more left, and when we do see all of those games being completed, we will see the top 2 teams from each group rise to the top, and they will proceed to the knockout stage, right? So so far, I think we might actually be starting to see these teams slowly rising to the top. I think that teams like Juice, Storm, teams like the Baguette, they might be teams to look out for. So looking forward to seeing the rest of the matchups as well.
All right, both of you, thank you so much for putting in the effort tonight as well, for all your commentary and analysis, and all the help that you've been providing to make this stream as entertaining as possible, as informative as well as possible. So there's another bunch of people I'd like to thank, and those are the sponsors who've been making this happen for us. And Amandumas, thank you so much for the free muskets every night that you've been providing to our lucky draw winners, and Pizza Bona as well for the free pizza as well. I mean, you could always pass me one. And Print Lab, thank you so much for all the printing. Well, that's the best way to say it, because our banners couldn't have happened without you. And eLife for the MVP sponsor, and Gizmo for the webcams and all the other technical help you've been providing us. And last but not least, we'd like to mention Dhiraagu as our title sponsor as well, for providing us with connection to make this a reality. Alright guys, we're ending off a little earlier tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to all the streamers. Thank you for all the GGs in the chat. And hope to see a lot more of those GGs spammed tomorrow. All right. Hope you guys have a good night. Take care.
What's your 2GB නුවේ මේ 3GB data දැන් ඉන්නුනව ස්කෝලෙන් ජේ බෑම voice minutes කොලක ඒක තේ SMS කොලේ වට්ටාය දෙයි data voice minutes තේ SMS hello කො streaming 1GB වට්ටාය දෙයි and එයා ගෙඩ කොල්ල chat කොල්ලම් වෙස් GB social media වෙස් GB කොල වට්ටාය
ప్రీపెయిడ్ కొంబో ఎలా బిదాంత
තිහුරියාච හුන්නන මේක
මිහාර වකිවකින් එච්චි නෙගුමවර කොම්බෝ ප්ලෑන් නගාල මාසරි data voice adi SMS වෙන කොම්බෝ ප්ලෑන්ස් මීගේ තුරු chat stream adi social media බලලා free data
අස්සුවෙන් ගත කොම්බෝ මසාලවන්
prepaid combo plan activate කරන් Dhiraagu app download කරලා
Don't wait too